Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. We are once again honoured to be joined by Mr. Chris Horne from Amscan. Chris, thank you for coming. And today, Chris is going to show us something, well, I suppose it's wedding colours, but it could be used really for any occasion, couldn't it?
Yes, change the colour, change the design on the balloon, change the occasion.
Yeah, so, well, Chris, over to you. Let's see what you're going to make us.
Okay, what I want to do really is to sort of introduce the idea or promote the idea of mixing decorative items and balloons together as an upsell, as an add-on, just to make it a little bit more stand out from the norm.
Yeah, so it's not like going into a shop and buying an 18-inch foil with some ribbon. It's
we can
far beyond that.
We can mix some of the products that a lot of us have in our shops, you know, as a separate item, but they can be put together very often to increase the value, increase the appeal, you know, and just set you aside, I guess, from the, you know, the run of the mill. So
yeah, we talk about adding value a lot by adding these sort of things.
And this is what it's all about.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with a simple ceramic tile. This is going to be the weight. I need a flat weight, so something like that which you can pick up anywhere really cheaply. It's absolutely ideal for the purpose. Yeah. And then I'm going to use tulle ribbon and Tulle Fluffy decorations. So these are made, they're the same kind of deal as the tissue ones, but they're made of tulle instead. And they just make it very, very soft and elegant. First thing I'm going to do actually is remove the ribbon that comes with it, because it's okay for just hanging it up. I can't get it off. I'll tell you what, I'll cut it. It's okay, but it's not quite the right sort of texture that we want for this particular design. So I'm going to take that off. And then I'm going to use the tulle ribbon to wrap around the weight, all the way around, once that way, tie it off, and that gives me an anchor point then that I can attach everything else to.
Who wraps all the Christmas presents in your house?
Me.
Yeah. See, well, I couldn't do that.
So I've got a nice firm anchor point then that I can attach everything else to. I'm going to lay the Tulle Fluffy across, and because later on it's going to feature up the top, I'm just going to actually attach it with a bit of gold curling ribbon so that there is a link between what's above and what's below. And it's important that obviously everything fits together and is coordinating. So the small detail of having gold curling ribbon at the top repeated at the bottom adds a little bit of extra value, or at least makes it all look more designed, if you like. So tie that on there nice and firmly.
But you're not squashing the thing
I'm not
completely.
squashing the thing together because we need it to be able to have the movement once we start to fluff it open. Okay. Now, I'll make sure that's really well tied. The reason I didn't use the gold curling ribbon to wrap around the weight is because I want it to disappear. So I don't want to see the crisscross of the gold. So I just use the white tulle because it links in with everything else. Okay, so that's that for the moment. We take a second fluffy and do the same. Now I can unroll that one. That one was nice and easy. Okay, but I'm still going to remove most of it, like that. And then I'm going to tie it around with the gold curling. Again, not pulling it too tight, just making sure that it's pulled in enough to keep it in the centre so it doesn't slide too easily, but not so much that it's going to restrict things when I come to open it out. Okay, right, then we need an orb. I'm going to use the plain gold one. Okay, so when you're inflating orbs, just remember to use your latex inflator and inflate it till the wrinkles have gone.
If you've never inflated an Orbz balloon, by the way, there is a BMTV Balloon Basics that tells you exactly how to do that.
Okay, now I'm going to put this fluffy on the bottom of the orb. And I want it to sit tight to the orb, so rather than trying to tie it round, which does make life a little bit difficult getting it tight enough, I'm I'm going to use a little bit of balloon bond, stick it on the tail, like that. Then I'm going to post the tail of the balloon underneath the curling ribbon there, like that. Let's turn it around so you can probably see a bit more clearly. Slide this right up close to the base of the balloon there, like that. Peel off the balloon bond and stick it, and then that keeps the fluffy right up tight against the base of the balloon.
So you actually put that right onto the bit that had, still had helium in it. The
Yes,
little...
to squeeze that out though, as long as you carefully
okay?
just fold it flat, then it'll be okay. Don't tie anything tightly around it, but it's not restricted. I just folded it over.
That's a really clever little tip there.
Keeps it really nice and firmly on there. Bit more tulle ribbon, and I'm going to attach that with the curling. That's what we'll fly it on then. Okay, I'll trim it so that it doesn't protrude beyond the fluffy once it's done. And then we can undo the fluffy decoration. So literally just take it layer by layer. Let's put it back between me and the table. And just separate them out.
So this is, the Orbz balloon is going to be, it's going to have enough helium in it to hold that.
That's one of the many beauties of Orbz balloons. They do have a remarkable amount of liftability. So they will support quite a lot of weight, and that really gives you the opportunity to do all sorts of creative things with them. It's wonderful.
So how long do they, I've not asked before actually about the Orbz balloon, how long do they stay inflated? Are they like foil balloons? They stay inflated for a number of days? Are they better than foil balloons?
Better than foils. They will stay looking good before any wrinkles start to appear for at least 2 weeks.
Oh wow, okay.
Possibly even longer.
Yeah. So would that stay floating, do you think, for a couple of weeks with that on it?
Yeah, it should do. It will certainly float for a good week or more. Even though it's quite heavy, this fluffy underneath it, so the bounce of the balloon isn't as strong, but the liftability is there, and it will fly for a week or more without a problem. The test piece, the original one that I tried it all out on in the showroom, I think lasted nearly 3 weeks before it came down.
Oh, really?
Got hooked up on my bracelet here.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's an occupational hazard. Right, there we go. So that just adds so much to
really nice.
To the thing.
I really like the fact you've got it so close to the bottom of the balloon, really, really tight.
That's the important thing, I think. If that was loose and flapping around, it wouldn't have anywhere near the appeal. So then we're going to attach it to the base. So basically we're doing exactly the same kind of thing, but in reverse. So I've got the fluffy attached to the tile. I've got the curling ribbon around it. I'm just going to tie that onto there. I'm keeping it short so that it all fits within the camera shot. Normally on a table like this, you'd make it a bit higher.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll do that in a bit, but I just want to make sure you can see it all clearly, and then fluff this.
So the tile, how many, if Orbz have quite a high liftability, how many Orbz would that hold down, do you think?
If you're not attaching much else to the orb, it would still hold down 3.
Okay.
But with all this added weight of the tulle fluffies and everything else, then you could probably, if you really wanted to, get 5 or maybe even 7 attached to it. If you need it heavier, just stack 2 tiles, one on top of the other. It's a simple thing to do. I use a lot of tiles.
These are really nice, effective, because they're relatively new to us. So they're really nice.
There's something I think a lot of people just pass by. They don't really notice too much. So I kind of wanted to just draw attention to them because they are really attractive. Very, very simple to use. Obviously you can do the same kind of thing with the tissue paper fluffies to get different effects. This is extremely bridal. But the tissue paper ones that come in the solid colours will work. Now, something I forgot that I can easily add. I just wanted to add a little bit of extra detail with a 9-inch foil heart. So to make it easier for you, and it would have been easier for me, is if you tie that in before you fluff the base. But it's not difficult just to add it in afterwards, like that.
And that just adds that bit of value, and there you go.
It picks up the foilness from the top into the bottom, the curls match the tulle, and the whole thing coordinates together. Really quite quick and simple to do, but adds an awful lot of value to just a simple balloon.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to add 2 more to that, which we'll get in, you know, we'll pull back a bit, but just to make it a little bit more impressive, if you like.
Yeah.
We would add 2 more along those lines there. So.
Okay, well, we'll do that, and we'll show that, well, right now.
Yeah.
I think that looks great. The 3 balloons together, it just is so big. It adds so much volume compared to just like a normal bunch of 3 balloons, foil or latex. That's what I love about the Orbz. They just fill the space.
They do, and by adding this extra to it, the cost of the extras is comparatively small to the amount of extra value you've added. So, you know, it really does work well.
Absolutely, and I think you can be charging more for the Orbz anyway, just because of the volume and that added value. That's great. Chris, thank you very, very much for that. Now, as a guest here, you get to ask the BMTV Nation the question of the week. So, do you have a question of the week, Chris?
Well, I guess so. Related to this, you know, I would like to know what the BMTV Nation thinks about Orbz. What do you like about Orbz balloons? Because I think they're fantastic. I love them.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
How do you feel about Orbz? There you go. Question of the week. Thank you for that. And thank you all for watching, and thanks for subscribing, and hopefully see you again soon. Bye.